I made my first $1,000 online starting a clipping business with Whop, and I didn't have to edit or post a single video myself. In fact, I made over $10,000 in my first month alone. And in this video, I'm going to show you how you can do exactly the same and land your first clients and set everything up from the start correctly. All you need to do is follow this checklist step by step because most beginners overcomplicate things and focus on the wrong piece of the business entirely. What actually matters is getting your first client, proving results for them quickly, and then using those to scale into more clients. So let's start with what makes an actually good clipping client, because to be honest, most creators are not equal. Some are way easier to work with and some are way easier to close. This is where most people mess up as a beginner, and trust me, I did this myself, but they try to pitch massive creators with millions of followers who already have management teams and editing teams to run their social media in place. Now, what you actually want are the mid-level creators who post online very consistently but struggle to get views. They likely have no short-form presence online, or just at least a really bad one, and they're lazy doing it themselves, and they're already a monetized creator. So whether they're a course seller, a coach, maybe they run a podcast with sponsors, or they're a business owner, that's ideally who you want to work with. These are the people who feel the pain of trying to grow their online presence and their social media, but most importantly, they still have the budget to pay you to help them. I would say the sweet spot is probably creators doing $10,000 to $100,000 a month, which I know it seems like a lot of money, but in the creator space and social media, it's pretty common. So how do you find these people? Well, the easiest way to do it is to simply start with niches and creators that you understand and have some knowledge in. If you're into fitness, start there. If you follow a bunch of business creators or entrepreneurs, start there. Don't overthink it. ChatGPT is probably going to be your best friend in this case. You can just ask it for a list of niches that would work great and probably need to grow their social media online with content clipping. Some good examples are YouTube channels with just a bunch of long form videos, podcasts, maybe a streamer who's trying to grow their channel but is doing okay right now, and then maybe a course seller or a coach that is creating a personal brand for themselves. All you need to start is to find 10 to 20 great leads in one of these niches. You can easily go through their following and suggested accounts on Instagram to find infinitely more creators that are exactly like the leads that you found. So let's talk outreach, because this is where you finally land your first client and how you land the rest of your clients. The easiest and cheapest way, and the way that I've done it, is using Instagram DMs. But you have to forget saying, please let me edit you a video, or do you guys need some video editing? Reaching out to businesses and creators saying something like that just simply doesn't work. They don't care. Now, the way that I've done it for the past year, signing some of the largest creators and brands in the entire world, is DMing them a super personalized message, complimenting their content or their business or their page, and asking them if they've heard of clipping, already do it, or if they want to simply grow their social media online. Now, that is just to get your foot in the door. If they respond, you're going to go ahead and make them a personalized Loom video, either building them an example campaign or showing them other campaigns and creators or businesses that are listed on Whop. If they reply to this video, you'll basically just tell them, look, if you want a system exactly like this or exactly like these creators have that gets them millions of views every single month, I can handle the full short form rollout for your team across TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram. So just let me know and I'll book a call for the both of us and we can go over everything this week. Now, that's really all it is, and it works because you're leading with value, you're showing proof of work by already building out an example campaign, and you're basically hitting a pain point that they're feeling or they're trying to already work out by growing their social media accounts and their online presence. So you might be asking, what if I sign one of these guys? How do I even fulfill for them? How do I make these clips, and where do they get posted? There are a few ways. You could probably do all the clips and post them, but it would be an insane amount of work and super tedious. So you could also try YouTube editors, but that's probably super expensive. Now, the way that I did it and the way that plenty of other peoples that run this do it is by using Whop communities. There are clippers and editors that basically live there and are waiting for you to give them work. They want to see new creators and brands show up every week that they can go do all the work for and you don't have to do anything for. For now, don't stress about fulfillment. I will cover all of that in the next video and show you exactly the breakdown of how I do it and how these clippers can do the work for you. Your main focus and the hardest part is simply getting that first client in the door. Once you have that first client paying you, it's easy to figure out the rest. I'll go ahead and walk you through an example client that we landed so you have a better understanding of how everything works. So we landed a client doing $75K plus per month with his YouTube stream, and he basically had no short form content going out on his other platforms. So we offered him a guaranteed 15 million views every single month package. Now all of this for 15 minutes of work to create his personalized video, and the deal closed in a few DMs, an email with his manager, and then a Zoom meeting where we explained everything and walked him through the process of clipping. So they ended up paying us $5,000 a month retainer, plus another $1,500 every single month when we hit our performance bonus fee. We run their full short form production and system for them now, and over the past few months, we've generated them over 80 million views. And this works over and over again. The key is just focused outreach, clear value proposition, fast turnaround times, and repeatable clip results. What does it take to make your first $1,000? Well, let's go ahead and break it down. So option one, you land a single client at $1,000 a month, which, trust me, this is very doable because a lot of these guys already make a lot of money, like I said, from their business or themselves as a creator or from sponsors. Option two, if you're in the middle ground, you can land a couple clients at $500 a month. And then option three, if you're really trying to make money, for your first client, you could probably charge something super, super low, like $250 a month, which a lot of them will say yes instantly. It's nothing. Personally, our team doesn't take anything less than $3,500 to run a campaign anymore. Now, you don't need a big agency to do this. You don't need a big team. I was charging $5,000 per campaign when I was doing this all on my own. It all starts with closing that one first client and then completely over delivering and getting them amazing results. From there, you use that as proof and continue growing your client base and scaling your business. Now, like I said, I'm not going to go super deep and explain clipping, editing, and fulfillment in this video. I'll be making a full guide on how to do that and how to use Whop to outsource all of your work and your fulfillment in the next video. Right now, your job is very simple. Choose a niche, find 10 to 20 great leads, make a sample campaign, send outreach DMs, and then close your first deal. From there, you rinse and repeat. If this video helped you, the next step is going to be to watch our fulfillment guide. This is where we break down how to actually use Whop clippers and deliver thousands of posts and millions of views every single month for these clients that you're signing. For now, go land that first client and make sure to subscribe for the fulfillment guide that comes out very soon.